And welcome back. Picking up where we left off last time in Factorio, where we just made it to the lightning planet, apparently. And apparently we're in the middle of a thunderstorm, so now is probably a bad time to start moving. Okay, that looks like it might be something we want to interact with. So as soon as the lightning stops falling and threatening to kill us, we'll go running over there. Our tech is advancing, right? Yeah, it's maybe not advancing efficiently, but it is running. Looks like the lightning's starting to calm down. Okay, never mind. It's giving me a warning risk of that I'm not in a lightning safe spot, but what we're looking to make to have our own safe spots is some lightning rods. So we're looking for some concrete we can pull out of the scrap. Or we can just find a lightning attractor saying that the area is safe, so that's a safe zone. Okay. And we found some scrap mining. Okay. Okay, we're getting warnings that our spaceship in orbit is having a bad ammo day. Police complaints about bad ammo. What I might do is I'm gonna say go. I'm gonna add a station. I'm gonna say go back to novice. But then turn the thrust off. I want you basically to coast. Oh yeah, that apparently you need to get more than halfway to go. Okay, too close to a planet will drag you back to the planet. Good to know. Okay, so it doesn't look initially like it's gonna let us. Not seeing any way to necessarily get any. Like, we got nice safe areas, but I'm not seeing any concrete, so we can't make our own holes right away. So what do I got? Lots of scrap, nothing to burn. Okay, I'm gonna stop that for the moment. But I'm hoping... Entity Fulgora Vault Ruins. We're looking for a specific type of building, apparently, just to assemble. Not enough to just be assembling anything like Rungamoros. We're looking for a specific thing to disassemble. Hopefully it's somewhere near where it put us down is a version of it. This deep gonna be a problem? Sort of a problem. Not completely a problem. Sort of a problem. Another safe area. Gonna find a vault in here. Got some colossal ruins. No vault. Granted, I'm not 100% sure what the vault looks like, so maybe there is a vault and I'm just not seeing it. Okay, so it looks like we didn't put enough ammo production on the Bob Fizzle. So there is the potential that the Bob Fizzle will be taking some significant damage just sitting up there idling. Ow. Well, if I get struck again, we're gonna have a bad day. Okay, we're in a protected zone for the moment. Fulgorite? Okay, so there's whatever Fulgorite is on this planet. I think it's apparently the tree-like stuff on the planet. Maybe it's combustible. Nothing apparently ruin physically tagged as the vault. Which doesn't mean that it's not, that I haven't found it yet and I'm just oblivious. Okay, at this point, look at the Bob Fizzle. The Bob Fizzle is not doing the hottest. Just sitting up here in orbit. So I'm going to order the Bob Fizzle back to Novice at maximum thrust. And hopefully, some of it gets there intact, and we can let it rearm once it gets to Novice, and then come back fully armed when we want to leave. If we want to leave. To be fair, by the time we probably want to leave, we're probably going to be in a situation where we can rearm it here. So, and basically needs the ammo to get back. Those of you who probably have more experience in this planet are probably like, you go this way for the vault, and I'm like, this is my first time. I'm pretty blind to the actual space portion of Factorio Space Age. I'm not blind to vanilla, but I am very blind to Space Age. Okay, so what we were looking for was directly south from where we spawned. I just had to run to the first giant ruin pile first, because I was more interested in the ruins than the vault, apparently. Okay, so it looks like the HMS Bob Fizzle took a hit. Which is kind of expected. Yeah, it's taking some pretty serious hits. Okay, we got a recycling tech. Scrap recycling. That's the manual recipe, okay. Or, well, that's the recipe. Especially for doing it by hand, apparently. Okay, so then we also want the recycler itself, probably. Okay, let's see how bad the Vessel's taking. Yeah, it's taking some pretty serious hits. It's not quite halfway, otherwise I'd turn the thrusters off and give it a coast order, but at this point basically all the forward guns are out of ammo, so it's literally down to sheer mass to get it to where it's going. Okay, so there's our recycler. We require 20 concrete to make the recycler. So I guess we're just gonna have to manually scrap recycling until we have the concrete for the recycler. $6% to get concrete. No, and yeah, this is the by hand recycler. Apparently the recycler just recycles. So in theory it probably works better. Yeah, so the Bob Fizzle is giving complaints about our very rough treatment of telling it to fly home at maximum speed with no weapons. Except for the laser turrets in the butt. This effectively laser turrets are protecting the drive systems. That's it. So yeah, we're gonna hear it complaining about stuff hitting the ship the entire time, the entire way it's going back. Almost certainly. Give us another 100 scrap recycling orders, please. While that's going, I'm going to harvest the ruins that are not providing us electrical protection. So we got space. Okay, still need more concrete. Give us another 100 orders. So that's the tower. We want to leave that up. Providing us some protection. Okay, we have enough to get one recycler going. Okay, I've got a recycler, but I got no power. I don't want to power this thing. Where is it going to get safe water? Vaguely up there should be the case. We would try to go for a boiler. Because we are getting some solid fuel, so I could run emergency steam power up. No, we got no iron. Okay. Give me like 200 orders this time. Worst case scenario, I'll get lucky at the stone block, and we can use the lightning rods to generate some power to run the cycler. Because we're definitely getting stuff we can scrap back into iron, so I can definitely get a hold of a offshore pump and a boiler setup, so we can definitely run something that will work, but the theory to do something and the reality to do something are not always the same thing. No dice with getting the blocks, stone bricks yet. Did something we get out of these, right? No. We get stone. Okay, so that's, we can solve this problem. We have the technology. Stone furnace. Solid fuel in the stone furnace. Stone in the stone furnace. Make me a brick. Thank you. Okay. So with that, we can now get some power. It's not going to be great power, but some power is better than no power. Doubt the solar power I don't think is going to be particularly great out here. Though there's probably worse places in the galaxy for solar. Yeah, we're getting lots of advanced equipment, and what I need to really do is break it down into significantly less advanced equipment. At the same time, I don't think I got what I need for accumulators, so we're going to be running off of occasional electrical strike. Oh no, I have batteries. Where's the accumulators on this tab? Iron plates. Okay, I need iron plates. I need iron plates, I need copper plates, I need electronic circuits. Electronic circuits I can make if we've got iron plates. There we go. Limited power. Okay, maybe manually scrapping certain things is going to be what we got to do. Yeah, that's it's making stuff. There we go. That's my iron plate. Let's get some accumulators going. So that we can buffer the charge-discharge a little bit. Okay, can I get some miners going? Sure. Do you want to prioritize that? Yeah, I do kind of want to prioritize that, because that's where we're going to get our burnables as well, so. Actually, steel's more abundant. Make steel chests for buffering purposes. Okay, the next thing I want is we're going to want more of those lightning bolts down so that we have adequate power generation, because that's our renewable source of power. That's the solar power of the planet, apparently. Okay, I don't suppose there's an easy way to do the overlay for what we're protected. The protection zone of these without having to hover over one. At least the recycler works fast. Ah, okay, so I'm not going to be able to put these in the water. Don't suppose... I need the manual scrap recipe in a assembling machine. That's a good question. And was the tab was on? Yeah. Immediate answer saying no. So I have 100% yield. I think basically if I throw it in the scrapper's got a 25%, the recycler has 25% yield. That's how that works. It isn't super great. Especially when I don't have a good way to insert... Well, I haven't set up a good way to insert, remove. Scrap into it. Okay, hopefully it's not going to pull scrap out. There's my stack servers. Use a filter by blacklist. Don't grab scrap, please. Okay, there we go. Something automated to provide us with some continuous hand-fed scrap production. We have a wildly unpredictable power source right now, so I don't necessarily know how rapidly I want to expand off of unpredictability. Okay, so at some point I'm going to have to build one of these, which means I need to make 50 halonium plate. This unlocks all the stuff this planet's going to unlock. Some of these look pretty interesting. Processing unit productivity is not bad, yeah. So that's the blue circuit productivity. Quality modules 3. Scrap recycling productivity. Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to want that. And that's repeatable. Okay. So as soon as the current research is done, we probably want to start working our way down the way. So we got lots of very advanced technology. Well, we've got the power production to support stuff, yeah. So there's one question is, let's contemplate, can we do offshore plumbing here? Water for running boilers. We're not making a lot of burnables. Okay, so it's not as bad as I was thinking. I was thinking I'm going to have to go out to the deep water to get offshore pumps. And the answer is I can be barely 3 inches away from our setup and still get deep water. Good water. In fact, this is classed as water. A tiny little puddle. Oh man, that's oil? I don't think that's going to be safe to burn if that's oil. Well, that's not going to be safe to work in the boiler if that's oil. But bodies of water, lava, and various oceans. Okay, so we don't have a water ocean here. We got a special ocean. Three minutes of the day-night cycle. Oceans of oil. Okay, yeah, should have looked at that before I was assuming I'd be able to get water out of the oceans. Okay, so we've got all the oil we want. Not sure what I want to do with that oil right now. Is that crude or... Looks like heavy oil. Heavy oil. Okay, so that's gonna make... It's gonna make making petrol interesting. Okay, supposedly the range is like 25 is what it's saying. What's a good way to count range? Looks like I want to test light these. So this has got a reach of 9. So that's 9. That's 18. That'd make you 27. Okay, so I guess the diameter is 25? Is what that's implying? Because it definitely doesn't look like the range is... Like, the range is longer than 5... Okay, maybe it is the range is 15. But if you're within 10 of another zone, it will stretch to that zone. That's what's going on there. So I have the capacity to do bots off the personal roboport. I don't think I... Do I have the logistics to make some? Nope, because the one thing we're missing is we're missing the engines. Missing the electric engines. How crazy would it be to go straight to lubricant for electric engines? Apparently not crazy enough. We're gonna go straight there. We're gonna get some lubricant off of the heavy oil oceans. Get some very basic robots going so that I can not have to build things manually. This is maybe not an optimal way to do things, but this is the way I'm doing things. Heavy oil into the lubricant maker. Lubricant maker, if I throw the right stuff in, will just make what we need. Okay, let's see if I can make another recycler. Because right now the old one is making stuff I do need. But I need to actually downgrade some stuff. Blues and reds, the things that are a pain in the patootie to get back on the good old home planet are incredibly easy here, whereas greens we'd have to make. Throw a stack of gears, throw a stack of that, and the only thing I need to make is pipe. Which is something I need you to actually run to make for me. Yeah, I'm not sure... We're getting ice for water. I'm not sure how much I want to actually try to run boilers off of, how much I want to run boilers off of ice, to be fair. But that sounds like a good way to run out of water to power your base. So we're going to have to rely on the renewables up here. At least a little bit. Okay, so with that, we can do some rough tessellation. Quick out some crude engines to toss in here. Just toss in some green circuits right now. So all we're missing is the engines. Get some bots going. And then we'll try to remake the base with the magic that is bots. So that we're not manually throwing everything around. As fun as that is. We're in a power gun. Of course we're in a power gun. Oh, I made it one short. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be annoying, but it'll be fine. Okay, so now, if we had bots, I can just walk to places and it'll plug all the bits in for me. Which is in theory what we're waiting for the power grid to do right now. What are we missing? We're missing more iron. Thank you. Oops, that's a logistics bot. We want a construction bot. Recognize there's directionality output for these, so I don't have to actually have an inserter take stuff from them. And now we have one bot. This poor bot's going to be real overworked for a moment. But looking at the time, this is probably a good place to put the part break in. With the glorious robots to start doing our hand delivery for us. Saw the electrical strike and saw the lack of robot and was like, oh dear, did it hit my robot? No, it hasn't killed the robot yet. But yeah, so I hope you've been enjoying this. This is where I'm going to go ahead and put the part break in. What we're going to start doing in the next one is I'm going to start spreading out more and more and more of our lightning rods. So we have more energy generation. Probably build some more accumulators so we have more storage, so that we actually have some power during the day when the lightning is not happening. And then we'll try to get into sort of setting up some vague facsimile of an automation over here on the planet. And then maybe we might actually get into doing some of the specialist tech on the planet, besides just doing recycling. So until then, wish you all a good time, good luck. Catch you all in the next part, which, if you're watching YouTube, should be tomorrow. With that, bye for now.